Kerinci is not just a place on a map, it is one of the last untouched wonders of Earth. Hidden in the far western edge of Jambi, surrounded by towering volcanoes, ancient rainforests, sacred lakes, and clouds that seem to kiss the mountains every morning, Kerinci feels less like a regency and more like a forgotten kingdom created by nature itself. People call it a handful of land from heaven, and when you finally see it with your own eyes, you understand why. This is the land where the air is colder, the forests are older, the traditions are stronger, and the beauty feels almost unreal. While much of the modern world races toward noise and concrete, Kerinci still breathes with the rhythm of rivers, mist, and ancient culture. But the most incredible part is this: the world still does not fully realize what Kerinci truly is, because this hidden paradise is home to one of the oldest Malay civilizations on Earth, the highest volcano in Sumatra, one of the highest tea plantations in the world, Southeast Asia's highest caldera lake, and one of the richest ecosystems remaining in Indonesia. And every inch of it carries a story. The name Kerinci itself is believed to come from the Tamil word Kerinji, a rare flower that grows in the mountains of South India. Long before modern borders existed, ancient connections between cultures had already touched this sacred highland. That alone tells you something extraordinary. Kerinci has never been ordinary. The people of Kerinci are known as the Kerinci tribe, one of the oldest ethnic groups in Indonesia. Historians believe their ancestors came from the Proto-Malays thousands of years ago, migrating into the fertile valleys surrounded by mountains and forests. Some researchers even estimate that the Kerinci civilization may have existed for nearly 10,000 years. That means this culture is older than many civilizations the world studies in textbooks today. Older than kingdoms, older than empires, older than recorded history in many regions of the planet. And despite the passing centuries, the people of Kerinci still protect their identity with pride. Their society follows a matrilineal tradition, where family lineage is passed through women, a cultural system deeply rooted in ancient Malay customs. Their dances, music, rituals, and ceremonies continue to survive across generations. Traditional performances such as Tari Asyik Naik Maligai and Nayun Luchi are not simply entertainment. They are living memories carried through movement, rhythm, and spirit. In Kerinci, culture is not locked inside museums. It still lives in the hearts of the people. And then there is the giant that watches over everything, Mount Kerinci. Standing at 3,805 meters above sea level, Mount Kerinci is the highest active volcano in Sumatra and the tallest peak in the entire Bukit Barisan mountain range. Massive, powerful, and often wrapped in drifting clouds, the volcano dominates the skyline like a sleeping titan. For the people of Kerinci, this mountain is more than geography. It is identity, it is pride, it is home. When the sun rises behind its volcanic peak, the entire valley glows with golden light, creating one of the most breathtaking landscapes anywhere in Southeast Asia. Climbers from around the world come to challenge its trails, but for locals, Mount Kerinci is something deeper. It is part of their soul. At the foot of this volcano lies another wonder few people outside Indonesia know exists: Kayu Aro Tea Plantation. Stretching across approximately 2,500 hectares at an altitude of around 1,600 meters above sea level, Kayu Aro is one of the highest tea plantations in the world, second only to the legendary tea estates of Darjeeling in the Himalayas of India. Imagine endless oceans of green tea leaves rolling across mountain slopes beneath the shadow of an active volcano. It does not look real. The plantation was first developed during the Dutch colonial era around 1920, making it one of the oldest tea plantations on Earth. During its construction, workers from the island of Java were brought to the region, and many of their descendants still live in Kayu Aro today, creating a unique blend of cultures that continues to shape Kerinci's identity. And then comes perhaps the most magical place of all, Lake Gunung Tujuh, a lake floating high in the mountains at nearly 1,950 meters above sea level, the highest caldera lake in Southeast Asia. Cold mist dances above its surface every morning, while 7 mountains rise around it like ancient guardians. Gunung Hulu Tebo, Gunung Hulu Sangir, Gunung Madura Besi, Gunung Lemut, Gunung Selassie, Gunung Jar Panggang, and Gunung Tujuh itself form a breathtaking natural fortress around the lake. The silence there feels sacred, the water is icy, the air is pure, and the beauty is overwhelming. For nearby communities, the lake is not only a tourist destination, it is also a source of life.